Hello, water signs. This is your reading for September 2020. I'm Bruxa, or Willpower, and I am excited to be bringing you readings for, we're going to start with Scorpio, and then we're going to head into Pisces, and we're going to finish with Cancer. So if you haven't been to my channel before, feel free to look for timestamps down on the description box down below. You can also subscribe to my channel. You can like this video. You can share this video with your friends. If you have any friends with sun, rising, or moon in any water signs. I also posted earth signs for September and air signs. And this week I'll be posting the fire signs. So yeah, if you want to send it to a friend who needs a little bit of guidance right now or feels like it, please feel free to spread the word. And if you would like to book a personal reading, I'm also available for that. I do astrology readings, so I read birth charts. I also do solar returns, which are basically from your birthday, especially Virgos and Libras, whose birthdays are coming up. You can check what your year ahead after your birthday is going to be sort of like, what types of energies will be, prominent, and what are the signs that are going to be ruling, and and how that, relates to your regular everyday life. And then I also do tarot readings, as you know, so you can book me for a reading by going down to the description box and looking at my email. It's all over there. I would love to help you out, and yeah, let me see if there's anything else. I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Scorpio. That's our first sign of this month. So, all right, see you later. Scorpio for September 2020, my darlings. I sat down and meditated on your energy for September 2020, and there were a couple things that came through. Sometimes they come in like images when I close my eyes, and sometimes they come through words, like I can hear some words coming through. And for you, there were words that were saying, basically choosing transformation. Those were the first two words that showed up. And so I kept writing, and it says here that September is going to be a really good month for you to allow yourself to shift from one place to another in your life. This can be physical, this can be like a relationship-wise, this can be job-wise, I mean, it can be anything. It's just transformation all around for you in general in September. And then I've been feeling anxiety come up in meditations for signs quite a lot, and it did for you too. But it was easy to ground myself as soon as it came through. So I think that working on trust is going to be important in September, but also in a more physical level and practical level. Breathing exercises can help you. Breathing deeply to help with the anxious feelings. And lastly, the last thing that that came through was that the guides wanted to encourage you, to send you some encouragement. And basically they were saying, you've got this. That was one of the things. And then you're a deep soul and you will rebirth. So everything is okay. Everything is good. I mean, things are crazy in the world, and that's what can sometimes like veer us off course, but ultimately you are safe, and you are very good at transforming as a sign. If you're, whatever you are, Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, you are the sign of transformation. You are the archetype of transformation. So you've got this. It's basically what the guides wanted to say to you. So I'm going to open up your cards. I'm going to show them to you, and then we're going to talk about them and interpret them together, okay? The first card that shows up is the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. And we also have Justice. We have Aries coming up. We also have Set Your Sights Higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Then we have Trust Your Intuition. We have, there it is. Celeste, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher positive new energy. See, there's the transformation that I picked up on. We also have the Two of Cups. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Yummy feelings. And then we have the Two of Pentacles as the last card coming up here. So, Scorpio, this is reminding of one of the readings that I did. I can't remember which one it was, but it had to do with a feeling of being left out in the cold in the past, or like not really feeling totally at home and needing to like search for this feeling of being really at home. But the thing with this, all of this, is that it's totally coming to you, right? It's all positive shift. You might struggle overall in like, you know, just in your life in general to find a place that feels like home, or a feeling of belonging. But I think that more and more in your life, you're opening yourself up to offers from other people and from even yourself, to offer yourself the cup of justice that you deserve, to feel at home, to feel like you belong into a community, or you know, that there is commitment just like right in front of you, and it's so obvious that there is commitment, there is like long-term, you know, vision of love, and which is basically this Two of Cups, right? Two of Cups is when we get together with people, or when we have projects, or when we have anything that pertains to being committed. Very seventh house in astrology. But I think that you are taking, or you took kind of like an impulsive step to something that was completely new to you, and you're seeing it develop. But I think it came from a place of increasing standards, and basically choosing better for yourself. Choosing, you know, someone once told me, I think, if you aim high, you might hit medium, but if you aim medium, you might hit low. So I see that this mermaid is like going really like towards, you know, towards the sky right there, and I absolutely applaud her for that, because if we think of the things that we want to do the most in life and we go searching for it, we might just reach it, you know. Or if it's not exactly that, it can be something better than you have it right now, right? That's the beauty of transformation too, is that the fear comes there. There's a lot of fear involving transformation for human beings, of course, because we fear change. But ultimately, even if it doesn't go all the way up right away, there's still so much that we learn through transformation. And I'm not even worried about your transformation, because it's not like it's gonna go down and then go up again and be, inconsistent. It looks really, it looks like what you really deserve. And I think that you've been putting a lot of work. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself. Justice is about, basically, it talks about, you reap what you sow. So if you put the seeds on the ground and you water them and you take care of them, you're gonna see them blossom. It's just about patience, right? Like, we just have to have patience and, go step by step, day by day, and the transformation occurs that way. It occurs over time. So if there's like fear or anxiety around this choice that you've made relating to belonging or even your home, because I'm seeing both Celeste and the Five of Pentacles here, like, this is the transformation that's needed. It's this feeling of not being able to come into the house, not being able to have the salvation, even though you absolutely do. It's really like, salvation has always been there, belonging has always been there, but it's just, I think you are learning how to access it, where before you weren't really able to access it as well. You're opening yourself up, you're being more willing to welcome the belonging, and then it becomes less of a physical home and more of like a feeling of home, right? But sometimes the physical can help. So if you are moving, or if you are starting a new job, or if you're, or if you just moved, these are things that you will see the physical affect the spiritual, or you'll see the physical affect the energetic, or there's also trust your intuition here. I think that this is a lot about how sometimes we doubt ourselves in our decisions. You made this very impulsive Aries, like, let's go, let's do this, let's make this happen, because of this need to upgrade, to up level, right? You needed to up level. And sometimes I think in the process of it, you might be like, is it really an up leveling? Did I do the right thing? I don't know if I, just doubt comes through, right? And so the guides are basically saying, just like they said in your meditation, you've got this, your deep soul, you can do it. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. If you had the intuition to move and an opportunity came through, there's absolutely nothing that you should be doubting. You can allow doubt to be there, you can allow it to be like, okay, well, you're here, but not to take the reign, right? Not to take over or to take control. Instead, you let your intuition take control, which it can be kind of hard, because the intuition is not as blunt as, or like very, it's ephemeral, right? It's not something you can touch, but it is something that you can learn to tap into and trust more and more. So working on that, working on hearing the voice of doubt, because you can't really say, like, you can't really control what comes into your mind, but you can choose what it is that you're going to believe in. So if doubt comes through, just be like, okay, well, you're here, you'll be out soon, and that's fine. Stay over for dinner, that's fine. Maybe too, I wonder if this the fear of anxiety has to do with like the physical realm in more like financial means, or, you know, having to adapt and be flexible and save some money and kind of juggle. This is a card that talks a lot about it's almost like the gig economy type of card, you know. So you might be doing more and more of that in your life, and that sometimes can be kind of like, you know, am I gonna have the funds to do this? Am I gonna be able to really really take the step that I impulsively did take? And it's saying, yes, you can, and it's fine. It's just being smart and juggling and being adaptable and flexible and doing what you have to do to, you know, it's not, I don't see security in your reading. I don't see like so like safe. Like, it's not about that. It's not about grounding, right? It's about transforming. And in transformation, sometimes there's this feeling of like, I'm juggling balls, right? I'm like keeping things in the air, sort of. So this is not something that's gonna be in your life like this forever, right? It's gonna grow into something else, especially because our last card is this commitment card, and commitment can be very secure and safe. So I think that you're heading towards the safety and security, especially relating to your home or like a new job or something like that. But it's not really necessarily right now. It's something that you'll be building with time. So just be flexible, be adaptable. Don't be afraid of not being able to. You are supported. You will be supported. Just do the work. If you do the work, if you water your seed and you know, help it grow, you'll reap the rewards. You'll reap the fruit. There's nothing stopping it, really. You know, there's abundance coming to you, and not much you have to worry about. Just being flexible and coming out of the idea that you have to have security right now. Like, it's okay for you to coast for a while. Just focus on the transformation side of life right now. There is a rune that I would like to read to you that I took for your last message of your reading. And it is this rune, which is, let's see. It's I think it's the Tree of Life rune. Algies or algies. I don't know how to pronounce these. I wish I knew, but I hope I'm not butchering it. So, okay, so this is the rune of protection, and the animal for it is the elk. And it says, it also talks about sedges or rushes, which I'm not sure what those are. It came out reversed, so I'm gonna read the upright message and then the reversed message, because I think that both can give you some information that you might need. So, okay, control of the emotions is at issue here. During times of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change, it is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune, and with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. Algaes or algaes serves as a mirror for the spiritual warrior, the one whose battle is always with the self. The warrior's protection is like the curved horns of the elk, or the warning rustle of the sedgegrass, for both serve to keep open space around you. Remain mindful that timely action and correct conduct are your only true protection. This is why the Justice card is here. Timely right action, which is the Aries action that you took, which might have been impulsive, but it's because Aries is impulsive. That's why I'm saying impulsive so much, is because Aries can align with that, but it's ultimately, it's rightly timed. It's quick. It's a movement rather than like an indecision and like sitting on, you know, the fence and being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it, I'm kind of afraid. No, you didn't. You went for it, and that's good. It's not impulsive in a negative sense. It's a positive sense. So timely right action and correct conduct, which is very much the Justice card. If you plant your seed and you take care of it, it will grow, right? If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain. Stay with it. Do not pull down the veil and escape from life by denying what is happening. You will progress. Knowing that is your protection. Reversed. Be thoughtful about your health and do not add to the burdens others are carrying. Look carefully at the associations you form at this time. If you see fit to become involved with people who are using you, remain conscious of that fact and take responsibility for your own position. Very interesting. Then you can only benefit. And yet, regardless of whether your enterprise prospers or suffers, do not be overly concerned. You may not win, but you will never lose, for you can always learn from what takes place. That's what I said before, right? It doesn't really matter. Like if you go through lows, if you go through highs, you're still gaining something, right? Temperance and courtesy are the sinews of this rune's protective powers. So that's really interesting because there's also this, you know, message of trying to notice what people are going through around you and trying to be aware of how, you know, I always think it's a good idea to ask permission to dump on somebody if you're going through something difficult, because a lot of people are going through really difficult things right now. And I think more and more the consent to receive something heavy is important, because not everyone is always ready to receive it. And also there was something about like you're needing to not in any sense, if you feel overburdened by others, to not feel like you are a victim, but to choose to oh gosh, what's the word? To not be the victim of it, right? You have a relationship with someone and you can choose how you're going to interact with them. And so also not taking other people's burdens when you are not available emotionally or able to emotionally, and have hopefully them understand that, right? But so I think that there is there's a lot of good messages here, very deep messages too, intense work that it looks like it will be coming up in September, but it's ultimately, in order for you to find trust within yourself, to find commitment in a community or a project or your home, for you to feel at home, for you to feel like you really truly belong, right, to something. So I hope you have an amazing September, Scorpios, and yeah, I just want to send you a lot of love right now. I want to like send you a big hug full of warm feelings, and I think things will get better, okay, for you. So hang on, and we'll see you next month. Love you. Bye. Hello, Pisces. This is your September reading for 2020. Let me get a little sip of this tea. I hope you had an amazing month last month. I wasn't able to do videos because I was traveling, but I hope you you thrived. I sat down and meditated on your energy. There were a couple of things that came up that were pretty specific. Immediately when I sat down, I heard toxic, the word toxic. So I'm gonna take that as like a warning of like being aware of toxicity around you, coming from anything that you ingest or relationships. That can be, you know, movies that you're watching or TV that you're watching that has like really heavy content, or it can be the stuff that you're eating that is not doing you good, and you're gonna know in your body, you know, and also relationships and people who drain you. So whenever you are out there doing anything, start noticing how you feel after you do something, right? Like if you go to work and you have a feeling that you don't really love the work that you do, like start noticing what happens after you leave. Like, do you feel drained or energized, right? And you know, work is complicated because you got to pay the bills, but it's also important to like, there's nothing wrong with like trying new things, and you know, it's right now for you, it's a really good time to detox, to purify, to cleanse the inner world, right? So it's about taking time and power back. Make sure you're hanging out with people who are as positive as they are negative, at least, you know. Like if you're always in a negative space with someone and they're always complaining, that is going to drain your energy. So really notice that, so that you're not, and it's hard to not complain nowadays about the world, but we, you know, it's the work that we have to do to be grateful, to raise our gratitude, raise our thankfulness. You know, that's all very, very good energy to have and good energy to pass along. So if you don't see that coming from your close relationships, then maybe try practicing it more with them, or maybe take a break, you know, whatever it is that you can always practice these things in your day-to-day life and bring it to your life, and that will inspire others, hopefully, to be more like that. And if it doesn't inspire them, that's good information about them for you to have, right? So I'm going to start by showing you the cards, and then we're going to talk about them. The first card is the Eight of Wands. The second card we have here is the Moon. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, that's a good one. We also have Jupiter. Great card to have too. We have tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Yeah. We have follow your dreams. It looks like she's in nature out there. We have Archangel Raphael. It says, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. And there's some healing happening. We have also the Six of Cups. And the last card is love. That's beautiful. So, my dear Pisces. And we also have a rune for you that I'm going to read to you at the end of this video. Let's see. So, there's like a lot of sweet energy of like, I'm loving this. I'm loving this energy that's coming up. It's very optimistic. It's very light and sweet and gentle and very like familiar, nostalgic even, but also like there's like a lot of growth that is available to you in the month of September, a lot of expansion, a lot of learning, perhaps traveling. You might be traveling soon, or you might be preparing to travel, or you might just have come back from a trip, something like that. There's also like a lot of self-care. I'm noticing there's a lot of like getting in touch with your more emotional side, your more loving side. You're more like extending your love type of to others, and also being able to communicate so that things will grow. So it's not just because growth is great, but like how do we make it happen, right? And I think that this is what it's talking about here. It's about communicating. It's about letting out the thoughts and the feelings and not keeping everything inside. And there is this like pull to keep everything inside, which is actually even stronger than the pull of communicating, I think. But that's okay. I think that if you're able to combine those two, that would be helpful for you. Like, sure, keep some things to yourself. And I know that sometimes keeping things to yourself might be because you still have some fears that you might be, you know, harboring from past experiences. And that's okay. But if you can use a tiny bit more communication, and then allow yourself to also keep some things for yourself, I think that's good. That's using your intuition will be the best way. Like, when is it that I need to speak? When is it that, if I communicate this at this moment to this person right now, is it going to be a growing moment? Do I feel like in my bones, like the intuition, does it say that I am going to grow from sharing this? And then whatever your intuition says is, just follow that, because she's big this month for you. And the more you take care of yourself, the more you relax, the more you be still, the more you chill in your bathtub and have long baths and do a ritual, light a candle, think about what it is that you want to manifest, or just don't think about anything at all. The more you do that, the easier it will be to tap into this intuition that we're talking about here with the moon, right? Because the moon is what I was talking about, is this card with the intuition, and then the other side is the communication, right? So it's like taking care of yourself in order to tap into your intuition, to know when to speak and when to keep it quiet. with the Nine of Cups, and even Jupiter, actually, both of these cards tell me that there is some really good stuff coming your way that you are not expecting. This might be something emotional, I think. It might be... So I talked about nostalgia because of this card. This card is the card of like soul family and being connected to your childhood or things of the past. It might be that you might be connecting to your family, to your blood family or your chosen family. But I think ultimately it's like a big, super good surprise. It's going to feel really great and that you will not have expected to come. It's lucky. It's lucky. These two cards are very, very lucky cards. And I think that you will be receiving that and will feel really good. And it will also help with the process of healing that you're going through. Because I think that process has been going on for a long time for you guys. But more and more, I think that you are getting into this really... You're touching base with your inner self more and more. You know, I see like these characters here, like with their eyes closed, you know, they're going inward. And I think that that's helping you a lot with this healing that Archangel Raphael is talking about here. That he's helping you with your physical body, with your emotional body, with your spirituality, with everything that that all the challenges that you have gone through. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be processed and that you have been processing, and that Spirit is proud that you are doing the work that needs to be done. And really, like the main energy that helps with that is this, right? Love is the greatest strength. Love, being loving towards yourself, being gentle towards yourself, you know, connecting to yourself, like preparing life for yourself in a way where you do feel loved. Like, what is that? It can be in the simple, small things. You know, you can, like, preparing a bath for yourself with roses and flowers, getting your home to be a very safe, lovely, cozy place, you know, setting yourself a dinner with, like, candles and just getting this type of Venus energy into your life so that you feel this, like, love from yourself come, and give yourself all of the things that you deserved when you were a kid that maybe you didn't get, and also what you deserve right now. Just, you know, you deserve so much goodness, and I think that I feel like there's gonna be, there's definitely a feeling of intuition for sure for you, but also there's a feeling of like getting together with others who you love. And I think that you might be really craving that right now. And I think it's gonna happen in September for you, and it's gonna feel really awesome to just connect with those you love and reminisce about the past. So that's the stuff that I'm seeing for you, Pisces. I'm gonna read to you the rune that came out, which is this rune over here. And then we'll close out. But it looks like September is going to be a really good month for you. And I'm really excited for you because I know you've been through some stuff. 133. Let's see. What's it called? Oh, it's the Gateway rune. Gateway. Place of non-action. The god Thor. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside yourself. Thurisaz represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Thurizaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here, you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Yeah, I definitely see that in your cards. It's not so much like a feeling of like taking action on anything, but more like just getting in touch with yourself and your past and healing things and bringing love in and all that. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all, for it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. Wow, what a powerful reading for you, Pisces. There's a lot of growth coming your way. There's a lot of good opportunities, good, surprising, fun things, connection, love, healing. I'm just really excited for you. I'm really happy that you're having all this goodness come through. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you next month, October. Take care. I love you. Bye. Hello, Cancer. How was your month last month? Was it good? I hope so. I hope you're doing good. Feel free to comment down below if you want to let me know what's been up with you and if this reading resonates in any way. I want to start by telling you that I started meditating before I do the readings now, and just letting whatever needs to come through and see if something resonates, you know, take it or leave it. But basically when I tapped into your energy for September 2020, when I was meditating, I visualized someone getting dressed up in Rocky Horror looks and singing the Creature of the Night song, the touch me. And it was like very childlike and playful, but also super sexy and fun. So I think that what is trying to come through for you for the month of September is you kind of like taking time with yourself to be sexy, maybe like doing like a dance for yourself in the mirror, or just getting into yourself a little bit, and maybe like flirting a little more, maybe playing, you know, just singing too, you know, like just doing all that. It's very Leo energy, like tapping into your Leo side and just letting that help you like elevate your energy through joy and laughter, which can be a really great tool for elevation of vibration. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. And then I'm gonna now show you the cards that I got for you, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about them and interpret them together. So the first card is the Knave of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Then we have Temperance. Beautiful. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that booty. I like it. We got Mercury. We have positive energy. Nice. All those dolphins. And it also says, in this card, it says, surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. There is the card of breaking free. There's also Bethany, and it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. See? Self-love. Yes. We also have Merlina. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. There's Merlina. Then we have the Empress. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And then we have the King of Air. Wow. So, okay, I already feel like there's like a huge theme about clarity for you this month, Cancer, where it's like things seem a little confusing and what you want is to break free and learn the truth. You want clarity. You want to know, like, what is it that I need to do? What is the decision that I need to make? And I think that's all gonna come from communication, because Mercury is here. And also the Knave of Swords can be sort of a lot about that too, about communicating, right? There is definitely, I think that this confusion that's happening to you kind of like can make you feel sort of like low, and I think that you want to like raise your energy to more positive energy, and I think that does have to do with like the situations in your life, the people who you're hanging out with a lot, and how you're connecting to others and also yourself, right? There is a really big need for balance in September coming up. I think balance and clarity are the main energies, right? We have Temperance here, which is the card of balance. It's searching for healing from things of the past. And I think that there is also a progression happening with the Knave of Swords and then the King of Swords, because the Knave of Swords is not a boss, right? But the King of Swords definitely sure is. He sure is. He bosses this guy around, you know? So I think that these are voices within you, and I think this is a very, very mature voice within you that is extremely clear and elegant and knows what it is that he needs to do. And, you know, it's kind of like a quiet power, like knowing. It's a lot about knowing. It's a lot about being clear and knowing what it is that you want and how is it that you're gonna get it, basically. And this one is more, it's a little more, it can be a little more immature. It can be a little more immature side of you. This is like this growing into this, right? Like we're growing into this. And I think that it's gonna come from seeking expertise, or seeking expertise from other people who can counsel you, mentors. Talking about things will help you progress from here to here. And defy this cave of eyes, this dark cave of eyes that you're so perhaps scared of getting into and really learning about it. But the thing is that this card is really cool because it actually is willing to do the work to become this. It is not, it's about movement, it's about action. So it is willing to change into something more mature, bigger, brighter, stronger, more powerful, right? It's what about knowing the mind? And Mercury can really help with that. That's why I said communication. Also Merlina, you know, Merlina is also here talking about like needing, before you make a decision, the thing is here, I think that you might be conflicted about making a decision because you're not being able to separate what is emotional and what is logical. Not to separate it to like, oh, this is good, this is bad, but just to see it. So this is why we go to therapy, right? So that we're able to kind of like, when we have, sometimes our thoughts and our feelings are like a ball of yarn and it's all like jumbled up. And basically what therapy does, or any sort of work that relates to understanding mental health more and more, is basically you're picking apart the ball of yarn and you're seeing this color from the ball of yarn, this red color is, oh my God, look, it's my makeup. Okay, so we're like, imagine that this is all jumbled up into one ball, right? And so we're pulling it. This one is what your childhood is like, or your traumas from childhood. This is the traumas or the anger that you have for the things that are not fair today. This is your other person's childhood traumas, and this one is the stuff that they feel is not fair today. So these are all they're all separate things that we just sometimes need to pull apart. And I think that talking about them can be really helpful in order to identify what they are and then make a decision from this more clear space, because making decisions out of confusion is never a good idea. I don't recommend it to anybody. When you're angry, don't make decisions. When you're confused, don't make decisions. Just wait it out. Wait it out. Do the work that you need to do to be more clear about what it is that you need to be clear about, right? And meanwhile, while you're searching for that knowledge, by the way, I think that this might be something to do with like an ending of a cycle. This thing that you're searching for clarity on has to do with because the 10 of Pentacles is very much about, a 10 is always the end of something, right? So we're like finishing up a cycle on something here that has to do with the physical world. So it can be like a home, you might be moving, you might be, it could be a relationship that has like a physical element to it, like maybe you live together or something like that. It could also be your money, your finances, like something is coming to a closing and you're confused about what the next step is. I mean, there's so much that can happen, but it does pertain to the physical world. And so I think that while you're at it and trying to find help, I really do recommend therapy, by the way, because I think it can be helpful in anything, even if it's like practical things of like day-to-day life. Sometimes that stuff is also in the ball of yarn, you know, it's also involved there, and like it's tangled with like the childhood traumas of like not being deserving of a better job or something like that. And so when you're able to speak about it, when you're able to talk about it and understand that that has nothing to do with this, then you can start taking decisions from this place of clear thinking. And meanwhile, I think that what's really going to help you is total goddess energy. Like infuse yourself with people, food, like anything that you ingest, like books, movies, whatever, that has goddess energy. Like, I'm looking at the Empress here. Like, I'm looking at positive energy here. Like, looking at breaking free here. Freedom goddess, like, totally. And then Bethany. I'm just gonna leave these here for you. Like, this is it's so powerful. It's so much self-care, you know. It's exactly what's gonna help you find the clarity that you need. It's this you know, this part of you that's super creative and that has values, is abundant, deserves abundance. And then, you know, people, situations, environments that are really like happy and loving and upbeat, and not, you know, like if there's like a lot of complaining around you, try to like, you don't like, or maybe even within you, like if you complain a lot, like notice it and be like, but what can I be grateful for? I told Pisces the same thing. Like, how can I sometimes we need to elevate our energy by like speaking good, like doing the work to speak good, speak good things, rather than like just get in the habit of saying like things that don't help you feel better, basically. Even if you're venting, sometimes it can like, it can create more and more of your reality. To I'm also like having this like throat, like I wonder if it's the smoke outside because we're having California fires, but I also feel like it's because Mercury is here. I'm like throat chakra, like there's stuff that needs to be said, like it's like wanting to come out, you know. So like breaking free, saying what you want, but also like saying when you're confused, like I don't know what I want, but I need to say it. Right? I need to like speak it out. And also then doing the work to be with people in situations that are positive, and also work on being positive yourself. And then taking care of yourself. This energy of, yeah, wow, my throat is like really affected by this. This is crazy. I wasn't feeling this way at all. Maybe I've been talking a lot. I don't know. I'm feeling it's got something to do with like you needing to communicate to somebody about what it is, like this confusion that you're feeling, I think. Don't let it in. Like really do talk about it. I think therapy is really going to help you. If you can find, if you need help finding like a therapist or therapy in general, I have great recommendations. You can, oh God, send me an email, or you can just message me, and I'll redirect you to it. It's a place that focuses on more holistic. They're not really focused on like getting money. That's not the point of it. So yeah, take care of yourself, Cancer. This is like super important. And I think that communicating is taking care of yourself too. Not only getting yourself a massage, getting yourself some touch, getting yourself to like be sexy and like feel your like sexual energy, feel your positive energy, bring it out, goddess energy, you know, like enjoy that, like bring that out of you. Like you have so much of that. You are the great mother of the zodiac. So I want to read you the rune that I got for you this month, which is this rune right here, as a final message, basically. And then we will be done for the day. Let's see. Initiation. 103. Let's see. 103, 103, 103. Let me drink a little tea. Okay, so, interesting. So this came out reversed for you. So I'm going to read you the upright version of it and then the reversed version of it so that you, because I think that there can be messages in both both upright and reversed. Okay, so starting with upright, it says here, this is the rune, it's called Perth, and it's the rune of initiation, and it says that it can be about something hidden or a secret matter. So a hieratic, H-I-E-R-A-T-I-C, I'm not sure what that means. Is it like hierarchy? I don't know. Or mystery rune, heretic, is that heretic maybe? Pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable, and has associations with the phoenix, that mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire and then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work here. Yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole, the means of it, is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you did not anticipate. On the side of human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle, soaring flight free from entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of ordinary life to acquire broader vision. All this is indicated here. Another of the cycle runes, Perth, stands at the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters here, except as it shows you its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of your being, the bedrock on which your destiny is founded. For some, Perth means experiencing a death. In need be, let go of everything, no exceptions, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of your spirit is at stake when you draw this rune. So reversed, which is how it came for you, it says, a counsel against expecting too much or expecting in the ordinary way, for the old way has come to an end. You simply cannot repeat the old and not suffer. Call in your scattered energies. Concentrate on your life at this moment, your requirements for growth. Perth counsels you neither to focus on outcomes nor to bind yourself with the memory of past achievements. In doing so, you rob yourself of a true present, the only time in which self-change can be realized. You may feel overwhelmed with exhaustion from meeting obstruction upon obstruction in your passage. Yet, always you have a choice. You can see this apparent negativity as bad luck, or you can recognize it as an obstacle course, a challenge specific to the initiation you are presently undergoing. Positive energy, meaning you can see it as a bad thing or a good thing. So see it as a good thing. Then each setback, each humiliation becomes a test of character. When your inner being is shifting and reforming on a deep level, patience, constancy, and perseverance are called for. So stay centered, see the humor, and keep your faith firm. My dear Cancers, I hope that this month of September is really revolutionary for you and helps you shed a lot of stuff that you are keeping inside and are able to be able to see it and to separate it in order to find the clarity that you need to work on balancing your life again and bringing positive energy, breaking free, and just being the goddess that you are. I love you, and I'll see you next month. Take care.